Up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Come on, set, do that. Get to choose the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run, set. Get to choose the mic. Watch Mike.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This is caught by Antonio Brown. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
First down, Jacksonville.
And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long distance.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alec. Now the ball comes loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. The youngest member of the Colquitt punting dynasty, if you will, this is Britton Colquitt to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 43. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. Luck now to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. This is Hunt on the draw play. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area. So you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Luck gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Luck. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Mixon, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 19-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 19-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done. Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D.
Luck throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. 3rd and long. It's Luck. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Joe Mixon, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, You want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Focus, defense, focus. Under 10, under 10, 10. Crawl.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now Long. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He's going to field this at the 4. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal, and the Pigs get at the 7-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Harry. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Let's go, ball. Yeah.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
That's good for the Broncos.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you
and this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Let's go. 52's the mic, boy. 52.
Jackson on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And now he's going to use his legs. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. N'Keal Harry. As time expires in the first half, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Throwing is Love, and the Jags get to him as down he goes. Clelin Ferrell in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. N'Keal Harry with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Love. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Kill. 80 weapons. Let's go.
Again, it's Mixon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Jackson. Completes it to Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. Jackson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. They toss to Mixon. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
It's our time.
Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line.
Shift, shift. Shift, shift.
Throwing is Jackson. Got a man open, that's Harry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now it's Mixon running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Darrell Henderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the 30 on 2nd down, Luck under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Clelin Ferrell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Luck. This is caught by Robinson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Let's go now. 61. 55, right. Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, we got time right, time right. 4 down, 4 down.
Again, it's Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Okay, just like that. Switch it. Watch twist.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, Zoo. Yo, hit it.
They are going for it. It's McCown looking for Harry. He airs. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was...
this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Broncos. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing again is Lott. He'll find Metcalf. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Let's go, Mexico. Rush it.
Here's Lott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. Completes this one to Meredith. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going.
Hey, check.
They snap it to Locke. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Let's go, baby.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first. And Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Another try after the first down sack. McCown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Watch the safety creep. General West.
Throwing is McCown on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. The 30. 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Robinson's got it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Jacksonville, hey, they finish a perfect month.